All right, wrestling fans, welcome to another edition of the Wrestle Again podcast. I'm, of course, Chris the Heat Matthews, joined by your other host, the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland. You're listening to episode 259. Carl, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just chilling.
Chilling. I hear you. Not a whole lot going on. It was a pretty fun week for me. We were talking before we started recording. Carl was in the shop. 3 out of 3 kids with strep throat. It was a great week. That'd be some kind of prize for 3 out of 3 kids with strep. So.
Your prize is you get strep throat next week.
You get strep. And you get strep. Everybody gets strep. So. Oh, good times. Kind of. Oh, awesome stuff. Just hell of a week this week, but we're here. We're going to talk some wrestling, kind of cheer everyone up here with some wrestling talk. So let's get into it with the Random Band entrance theme. For fuck's sake, it's Teddy Pendergrass. Oh man, I do love some R&B.
Yeah,
but not when you're trying to pick a song for a wrestling entrance theme.
Especially if all they have is like songs about trying to fuck or breaking up. But Teddy Pendergrass, like my first hearing of Teddy Pendergrass, I had to look him up after I used to be like a Outkast fan, and on one of the songs under 2000 was like cooler than Teddy Pendergrass sipping the milkshake in the snowstorm, and then I had to look up Teddy Pendergrass on what was that search engine back then, like Yahoo, was it Yahoo or Dogpile, and had to pull up some of his music. And wait, a few minutes for it to download to hear it.
Man. That's if you're lucky enough to have cable internet.
I had DSL.
Yeah.
During that time.
I think what I have. Yeah, we had Roadrunner. It was Time Warner. It was a bitch trying to download songs on AOL though.
Yeah, the around that time we had I think it was like by MSN, it was like a DSL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. So, what song did you go with?
So it was like hard to pick a song. So like I started to come up with like a gimmick, that I would have. And so, like, it made me think, like, hearing all these R&B songs kind of put me in, like, kind of like a Val Venus type of mood. And I remember how, like, Val Venus was always oily. And one of his songs, he's like, rub me down in some burning hot oils, baby. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's going to be the song I'm coming out to. So I'm coming out to turn off the lights.
Nice. I was hoping you were going with a Val Venus type of thing and not a Big Daddy V Viscera, the world's largest love machine. just out there humping guys in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
Poor Matt Hardy. I think he got it worse than everybody else did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I went with Somebody Told Me.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it was rough. A little hard. Like, it's great music. All the songs are fantastic. It's just like you said, R&B, and trying to pick one as a wrestling theme it's kind of tough, especially when it's all trying to get it on. Oh, awesome! All right, who we got for next week?
Next week we have Carlos Santana.
Ooh. Featuring everybody else because Carlos Santana just plays the guitar.
Didn't he sing in Santana or no?
I don't know. Like
Maybe not.
Everything I remember from Carlos Santana was just him playing guitar.
I mean, it's not like the night. Are we including like Santana, like the 1970s, 60s stuff? I mean, the band was called Santana. Like he was the guitar player. I don't know if he sung, but that Witchy Woman, is that him singing or no?
No,
I'm talking about that. Ooh, Witchy Woman. Because I remember that. I remember like that Como Say Bar or whatever it's like. Como Say Bar. But yeah, maybe he just played guitar. Kind of like Van Halen. Like he had a band, but
I don't know. He did.
he was a guitar player.
He did actually. He did sing. Lead guitar, vocals, percussion for 1966 to present. So that was with Santana.
I mean, I know like in like during the 90s, he had like the song with the dude from Matchbox 20.
Yeah.
And the I can't remember the name of that group, but that song Maria. She remind me of a West Side Story.
The Product G&B.
Yeah.
Carlos Santana band has undergone various recording and performing lineups in history. Santana being the only consistent member. Makes sense. So.
Of course.
Yeah, I guess they have him listed here for lead guitar, vocals, and percussion on Wikipedia.
I think like
whatever.
Like in our era,
sing. Yeah.
Yeah, in our era, I don't think he really sang. It was like more of like the 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember him being like a great singer, and then I just remember he had some songs.
Because even his because that was Supernatural was that album that had Smooth and Maria Maria. And then he followed up in 2002 with Shaman, which featured vocals from Michelle Branch and Alex Band. But they did release an album in 2012 called Shapeshifter. Then they had a reunion. Maybe it was just like guest vocals or something on those songs. Because I didn't really listen to those albums. I just the singles off.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't think I've ever like listened to an album. I've just heard like songs on the radio. And my dad was in the classic rock, so like I said, I remember the Wishy Woman, and then I remember the it's like a famous Spanish song. Like a bunch of people do it, but that it's like Como Se Va or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. But his was like with a guitar, so it's kind of cool.
Cover of Black Magic Woman.
Or maybe it's Black Magic Woman. I'm thinking of Witchy Woman. Witchy Woman, I think, a different song. Black Magic Woman.
Oye, como va?
Yeah, I butchered that one. What did I say? Como se va or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell Rose my Spanish was messed up.
All right, so there we go. Carlos Santana next week. Or was it Santana? It's all of it. It's all the same.
Well, Carlos Santana. So,
Carlos Santana.
man, are we gonna exclude Santana?
Well, I mean, it's still him, technically.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That'd be like doing Tom Petty, but being like, yeah, you're gonna be Tom Petty. You can't do nothing about Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. It's a different band.
Oh, we did do Tom Petty though, but we did do Tom Petty and Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. I think the only one that we didn't do, I think we did Ozzy Osbourne, but we didn't include Black Sabbath because we were like, that was separate, right? Or I remember it was something where we were like, no, that's separate.
Yeah, it was someone that went solo, but was part of a band prior. So, I mean, Carlos Santana is the band. So it's his name. So.
Like he wrote the songs. So,
yeah. Awesome stuff. All right. I don't have anything for follow up again. Never really
man, I had something stupid for follow up. No. And now I forget what it was because I listened to the episode and I'm like, I said something stupid and I'm like, I need to correct that. And now I forgot what it was.
I did finally remember who the other Latina woman was on NXT. It was Lola Vice I was talking about.
Oh. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I was watching NXT this week and I was like, shit, that's who it was. Lola Vice. Like, how could I not remember Lola Vice? Oh, man. One thing after another. But, yeah, let's go ahead and hop over to the instant review. Yeah, all right. So, Crown Jewel over the weekend. Did you get a chance to watch that?
I did.
Fantastic. I liked it. I thought a lot of the matches were pretty good. The triple threat was definitely one of the standout matches of the night, if not probably one of the best matches of the night.
Intercontinental
one? Wasn't it US Championship?
Yeah, US.
Yeah, LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if you were talking about that or the tag team.
Oh yeah.
Was it a third? No, it was a 4-way, wasn't it?
The women's tag match, yeah, it was a fatal 4-way.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was bad either. I thought that was pretty good. There was even Nia and Liv wasn't bad. I don't think there really was if I had to pick worst match of the night, it probably was Nia and Liv, but
I could believe
it was a stretch. Yeah. So, but Cody and Gunther was solid. We knew what we were going to get out of that one to begin with, but it was a great match. Even the 6-man tag main event between the Bloodline and the OG Bloodline was really good.
Oh, and the main event.
What's that? I thought. Oh no, Cody and Gunther was the main event. That's right.
Yeah, Cody and Gunther was the main event. Bloodline was the opening match.
Was it?
Yeah. I think, right? Wasn't that the opening match?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, am I tripping?
Might be.
I want to say because the opening was Roman Reigns coming out. I thought. Because I was surprised because remember we was talking about thinking that was gonna be the main event.
Yeah, it was the first match. Oh, I didn't think it was the first match. I thought it was something else, but I don't know. Yeah, it was the first match on there. But
yeah, that was. I thought that was really good. Love the storyline. Do I get points for predicting Sami Zayn interfering?
Yeah, I give you half a point. I mean, you got me on the predictions. You were the 3. You had 3. I had 2. So 3.5. I had 2. So, but yeah, I'm honestly like, because you picked the OG bloodline, I picked the new bloodline. But I'm very surprised. Like, I honestly going to watch that matchup, I thought they were going to give it to the new bloodline or to the OG bloodline, but seeing Solo get the pin on Roman was
great. Like, it was good.
It was very good. It was a good call to go with that. And that's just like they really are like pushing Solo and establishing him as a top player on SmackDown, and I think that's fantastic because Solo is like, if you think about him, like going back to his debut in like NXT and stuff, like they brought him in as like this like Street Fighter type thing, going through all that. Then they bring him up to the bloodline, and he's just kind of like in the background as he's like the muscle, the heavy for the bloodline, like the bodyguard for Roman.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't expect that. You give him the microphone, and he's pretty decent on the mic too, and gets his point across and conveys it very well. And then, like, you look at from that first night where he declared himself as tribal chief up until now, getting that pin on Roman, it's just like just freaking awesome, and it's got me looking forward to Survivor Series even more now.
Yeah, they so the big thing is he had Sami Zayn come out, and he incidentally kicks Roman Reigns, and Solo kind of escapes, and then they kind of built off that on SmackDown. I mean, on SmackDown on Raw. Because you had Sami and Jay and Jimmy in the ring, and they're kind of like one thing that kind of took me way off was like Sami Zayn was like, yeah, back in the day, like it was like a long time ago, but it's like, yeah, I kind of feel like back in the day. But I mean, the storyline has been going on for a pretty good while, but. Yeah, so did you catch the opening of SmackDown tonight?
I did not.
Jay invited Jamie on Raw to come to SmackDown to talk to Roman to kind of hash things out, and Jamie's like, "Well, I'm gonna bring Sami Zayn and." I mean, fuck. I hate twins. Jay's like, I'm gonna bring Sami Zayn.
Jay's bringing.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I got you. I'm following along.
And he called him Sami Uso because he's like, he's not family. He's like, no, he is family. Sami Uso or whatever. And then the opening of SmackDown, you had Roman come out. So you have Roman and Jay in the ring, and then Jimmy in the ring, and then Jay's music comes out to kind of interrupt Roman coming out, and then you have Sami Zayn come out, and then Sami Zayn said he wants Roman to apologize, but he's like, I don't want you to apologize to me. I want you to apologize to Jay, and then Roman makes it sound like he's about to apologize to Jay. He's like, I'm sorry that I'm wasting my time with Sami Zayn. Like he's not part of the bloodline. He's not family. He's not an Uso. And then he's like, I'm worried about Solo. And then you had like a little video from Jacob All these motherfuckers with J's in their name in the fucking family, dude. Yeah, Jacob. You know, and he's like, yeah, like, so Solo's not gonna come down to the ring to like because you're demanding him to like type thing. But yeah, it's like a good. I'm invested and I'm they're probably gonna build the storyline for the next couple of weeks for the Survivor Series. But like you said, man, I'm excited.
Yeah. The other cool thing I thought too during that 6-man tag match is they gave like Roman and Jimmy came out, kind of like matching type ring attire, like you would expect them to. But Jay got his own entrance, did his own thing, and they kind of played that up with the. It's like Jay still isn't fully on board with Roman, and Roman's not fully on board with Jay. So like he's there to help, but it's mainly for Jimmy and to get retribution for him for them costing him the Intercontinental title. So, well, I think eventually, and I'm going to give credit where it's due. Freddie Prinze Jr. on his podcast, I was listening to that this week, and he brought up a really valid point with the OG bloodline is that they're going to have dissension between the four of them because there's still one piece missing. One piece that kept them together, and that's Paul Heyman. So in this build up to Survivor Series, I think we're going to get Paul Heyman back in the corner of the OG bloodline to kind of get them all rallied and on the same page as they go into War Games with the new bloodline. And that's got to be where this is. I mean, we know it's heading towards War Games, but like Paul Heyman is such a crucial piece to that bloodline storyline. As far as being like the wise man and being the voice. So we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Like the bloodline storyline has been like one of the top things in WWE for the last 4 years now. It's like they keep finding a way to inject something into it to keep it going and keep it strong. So kudos to them. Kudos to everyone involved in that. So speaking of bloodline, they did announce a signing of Lance and Noai, another Samoan Dynasty member. So he was spotted NXT this week as well. So props to them for doing that. It was the new bloodline that won that one. That's one of the two that I got right. The other one was this match, the Fatal 4-Way for the Women's Tag Team Championship. And Bianca and Jade Cargill, a.k.a. Team BJ, versus Damage Control, Metaphor, and Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Both of us picked Team BJ on that one. So this is a pretty good match. I liked it. I don't think Bianca and Jade are going to lose those titles until we get closer to WrestleMania. It's just...
Yeah. I kind of... you said you didn't watch Raw, right?
I did not. I did see Liv, some highlights of Liv and Raquel kind of going back and forth with Jade and Bianca. Yeah.
So they kind of had like a back and forth, and it set up like a battle royal to see who the number one contender is going to be.
Yeah.
For the title. But in kind of setting it up, you had Liv Morgan kind of trash talking BJ, Team BJ. But something I found interesting, and I didn't even think about it, and I'm like, oh, maybe this is how we do it. It's Liv Morgan said I think because Liv Morgan got punched by the EST, and she told her, she was like, told Jade, she's like, what are you gonna do when she stabs you in the back? And I didn't think about it. I'm like, that will probably be, because I was saying that she needed to change her persona, and you can have Jade be the face, and you can have Bianca turn heel, And I didn't even think about that. Like I like that didn't like cross my mind in this thing. I'm like, that'd be the perfect opportunity. Kind of like how fuck, why's my mind going blank from fucking trying to talk? Bailey, kind of like Bailey, like how she turned on Sasha, and that kind of reintroduced her as like a new character, got rid of like the silly like little kid gimmick that she had been doing. I think this would be like a perfect time for Bianca to kind of change if they're able to turn her heel going into WrestleMania or after her.
Yeah. I can kind of see that going both ways though. Like Bianca is super over as a face, and like Jade was a heel the entire time in AEW, and she did very well as that bitch. But I think Jade could be over as a face too. Same thing with Bianca. Bianca used to be a heel. I think she could probably pull it off again, and she does kind of need a new depth to her character, and that's because she's kind of doing the same thing. So,
yeah.
But with that, a lot of people were bitching about Liv and Raquel, like making it seem like that they were going after the women's tag titles. But to be fair and honestly, Liv and Raquel never lost the women's tag titles. Like they had to give them up because of injury. I think it was Liv. Liv got injured. They had to relinquish the titles. So they've never gone after the titles before because they were off. Like Liv was injured. Raquel was doing her thing. Liv comes back. Raquel was injured. And they've kind of like been on separate paths up until now when they just brought Raquel back. So, I mean, it makes sense for them to want to go after something they never lost storyline wise, but I can see the point of, Liv's the women's champion. So what are we doing here? Which brings the Battle Royal being won by Io Sky as Liv's next opponent going into Survivor Series.
Yeah, I like that. I like that matchup a lot. Io Sky and Liv.
Yeah. Because like Io's got history with both of them, so
yeah,
should be good though. Either way, so we both picked Team BJ for that one. Seth Rollins defeating Bronson Reed. You got this one. I missed it. I went with Bronson. You picked Seth. It took Seth a hell of a lot of curb stomps to keep Bronson down for a 3 count.
Yeah. I think the reason why the reason why they did this is because they're continuing the feud. I don't know, like you said, you didn't see Raw, but there was it was Dominic Mysterio, Sheamus, Damian Priest, and Rollins. For the number one contender. And then fucking Bronson Reed comes out and destroys fucking Seth Rollins and Sheamus and Priest. Which this is what fucking disappointed me. That one, I was happy and I thought fucking Dominic Mysterio was gonna fucking get the number one contender, and I was like getting happy for that. But then I also was like, because like he didn't attack Dominic. I mean, Dominic did kind of stay away, but I'm like, are they kind of thinking about putting Bronson Reed in Judgment Day? Because that might help them, with like this push they're doing. But then I was like, no, I was all wrong, and that's not what they're going. They gave it to fucking Damian Priest.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought Dominic beating Priest 2 weeks ago made him the number one contender. Wasn't that a contenders match?
No, I thought it was like to give him like an opportunity to become number one contender.
Okay. So
which to me,
that too.
But they keep giving Priest the win, and it's like, dude, like you're killing like one of your best factions by having them lose all the time.
Yep.
And to me, like, we've seen Priest and Gunther already. You know what I mean? I guess it's time Priest is the face, but it's like to me, like, especially like it's not like WrestleMania or nothing. So like,
yeah.
if you're just worried about
getting that title anyway, not right now. Gunther's
but I'm just saying. But you could throw Dominic a bone and let him compete for it. You know, let him have like a high profile match. Like, cause he's been one of the hardest workers, and he's like so over as a heel. Like, I thought it would be good, but I don't know.
Definitely one of the most improved roster members in the last few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind seeing Priest and Gunther again. Like, it wasn't a bad match the first time. So I'm sure this one will be pretty decent as well. I am, however, I'm invested in Bronson and Rollins, I'll tell you that. Especially after that damn match between the two of them at Crown Jewel. It was just like, you made, like, I don't know, like, because it took so many curb stomps to keep Bronson down, does that make Seth's finisher look weak? Or is that just showing how much of a beast Bronson Reed is, even after, down for the 3 count, but then, eventually gets back up to his feet after that final curb stomp?
Yeah, I don't know. Seth has done a bunch of curb stomps that people get kicked out of. So, is it really that strong of a move?
Not really. Bronson is still a beast, though.
It's kind of like Finn's coup de grace or whatever.
Yeah. So, I mean, that one kind of. I think
that's more like a signature. That's more like a signature than a finisher, but still.
I think that one's going to be a little more. That's something I believe would keep you down, because, like, he's literally jumping onto your stomach, so it's just like knocking the wind out of you. So, like, curb stomp, like. I mean, you're going face first into the mat, but I mean, depending on where it's at, it could be a different story.
I mean, it looks a lot cooler than the fucking Superman punch. I'll give him that.
Yeah. That's much better. So that's pretty good. The inaugural Women's Crown Jewel Championship, Liv Morgan defeats Nia Jax. I missed this one. I picked Nia. You picked Liv.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of interference in this match.
Yep. Huge interference in this match. Damn it.
We had Dominic come out.
And honestly, Nia probably would have picked up the win if Tiffany didn't come out there and try to cash in a couple times. Because Nia got distracted by that, which that final distraction led to Liv being able to pull off the Oblivion on her.
Yeah. Tiffany and Nia Jax are supposed to be versing Team BJ tonight. I don't know if it's for the titles or not, but at least that's what I heard. It might have been unofficial.
I think it already happened.
Did it? I didn't watch all of it. I just caught like the opening.
I think it was when I came down and turned the TV on. I think that's what was on. Yeah, so it was a pretty decent match. Like I said, it wasn't terrible by any means. But compared to the rest of the card, like I said, if we had to pick the worst match, it's probably been this one. Unfortunately.
Yeah. If I was gonna pick the worst match, I would pick the fucking because I'm a dumbass, and it's like middle of the afternoon, so Triple H is like, we're gonna do the ceremony, and I'm like, oh, cool, the ceremony is gonna be like, let's see what they do. Like, maybe they have like some kind of like, I don't know a lot about like the Saudi Arabian culture. I thought it was gonna be like some dancing, maybe like some kind of torch lighting or something. But the ceremony was like just driving them on like a golf cart to the fucking WWE experience there or whatever in Saudi Arabia, and putting the fucking belts in a glass case and giving them a ring. I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is not a damn ceremony. It's like they just put this shit up. Like, wasn't a speech or anything. Well, I mean, there was like a little speech, but it wasn't, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This is bullshit.
I'm honestly surprised after Cody and Gunther that, they brought the royalty into the ring. And I'm surprised they allowed the women into the ring too. But like during like everything, the women were obviously behind the men because that's just, the way their culture is. But I honestly was just very surprised to even let the women step foot in the ring for that type of thing. So,
well, I mean, if you remember, like at first they probably wouldn't let women wrestle, and then it's kind of, shifting a little bit.
WWE had to pull some serious strings and negotiations just to get that first women's match on that Crown Jewel pay-per-view. Which was Alexa Bliss and someone else. Can't remember who the other one was. Was it Natalia?
Probably. Sounds
I think
like
it was Natalia. I think Natalia was one of them. So. Yes. Match of the night for me: LA Knight, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes for the United States Championship. You picked Andrade. I picked Carmelo. LA Knight ended up retaining. Like this is one of those matches where, like we said when we did our picks, like anyone can win this matchup and still like won't be mad at the outcome of this at all. So, great talents in that match. So.
It was a really good match too.
I like the finish with the with Knight hitting the BFT, and I think Carmelo hit that DDT or Andrade hit the DDT.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was a really, really good match.
And one of the next to Liv and Nia, Liv and Nia was 8 minutes and 13 seconds. This was 9 minutes and 59 seconds, almost 10 minutes. And Cody and Gunther, obviously the main event, 26 minutes for the Crown Jewel Championship, men's Crown Jewel Championship.
It was really good.
Cody won
cleanly.
Like I was very surprised at that one. I honestly thought Gunther had that, but no. So, but it was still a great match. Like the chops, everything, just fantastic. Great way to end the show too.
Oh yeah,
huge props to that.
Great way to end the show, except for the fucking ring ceremony or title ceremony. It's like, we get to hold a belt for 15 minutes, and then we gotta put it away.
Oh, here you go. Here's a ring. You have this giant ass Super Bowl ring that you're gonna wear around for the remainder.
Start being like MJF and using it in a match, like hit people with it.
Oh man.
Like, dude, you look at that damn ring.
Oh, let's see. We talked about Io Sky becoming the new number one contender in that Battle Royal. We did talk about Liv and Raquel, the tag team championships possibility. NXT this week taking place. I thought it was on Tuesday night still, but I forgot. They're on the CW. So, of course, the CW was election coverage all night. So, NXT was on Wednesday night, going head-to-head with Dynamite. So, I watched Dynamite on the DVR and then watched NXT after that. But NXT was good. Coming from the 2300 Arena in Philadelphia, ECW Arena. Had quite a few
hardcore matches.
Alumni. Kicked it off with a hardcore match with Jada Parker and Lola Vice. Almost lost her name again. Lola Vice, which was awesome. Like those two like beat the shit out of each other was great.
They did, but if you're gonna hit somebody in the fucking head with a brick, that's a fucking finish, dude. Like it's like the same thing with fucking AEW. It's like, bitch, if you like one, we know it's a fucking fake brick. But if you want it to be a fucking real brick and you want me to fucking believe it's a real brick, it's the fucking finish. Like, that should be the fucking finish. Like, I don't see a finisher after that because whatever move you do is not better than getting fucking hit in the fucking face with a brick.
Oh, man. It was a lot better than the match they had on, I think it was Collision. Which sucks because I love Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa was wrestling Harley Cameron in like some kind of Nobles Bard match, and she brought out this like Dia de los Muertos skull thing, and I think Harley Cameron ended up getting put through it, but you can tell it was just freaking foam board from fucking Lowe's, like cut into the shape of a giant skull, like. I mean, what the hell? You couldn't just get some plywood or something and do that? You had to get like foam? No.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, the brick looked more believable than that. So, it was just, All right. Lost Carl here for a second. So he comes back on. So basically, NXT this week, coming from the 2300 arena, talking about that Lola Vice and Jada Parker match. Dawn Marie, special guest referee in that matchup as well. I got to say, and I'm pretty sure Carl's going to agree with me with this on Somebody's Back. Dawn Marie still looked freaking good.
Yeah. Dawn Marie, bitch.
Hell of a lot better looking than Sunny. I'll tell you that.
She lost her last name when she came to WWE.
Wasn't she? It was Tammy Lynn Sitch, which was Sunny in ECW, and then Dawn Marie named herself Tammy Lynn Bitch.
Tammy Lynn bitch?
I thought it was Dawn Marie bitch.
That was Dawn Marie bitch.
Nah, it was Tammy. Because she was because they were doing that feud with between the two of them, because they were both because Sunny was managing Justin I gotta have
Chris Candido. Chris Candido is who she managed in AEW.
I'm trying to remember where. I'm trying to remember who she was.
Dawn Marie was That's Incredible, right? Or is that Princeton?
I think so. Let's see. Yeah, she was renamed. She was at one point. She was Dawn Marie Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
She's Dawn Marie Bitch, Dangerous Dawn Marie Rinaldi, and then Tammy Lynn Bitch, and then Dawn Marie Wilson in WWE because she married Tony Wilson's dad.
Oh yeah, sorry, I remember that storyline. Dawn Marie Wilson.
That's so bad. Let's see. Who was she?
Good television, man. At least someone.
Oh, she was with Lance Storm. That's what it was, because Lance Storm and Candido were a tag team.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they kind of split up, and then Candido and Storm had that feud. And Dawn Marie changed her name to Tammy Lynn Bitch.
You're right.
And then she changed her name to, after the feuds ended, she changed her name to Dawn Marie Bitch. Yeah. And shortened to Dawn Marie. And then she managed the Impact players for a little bit. So a little history lesson on you for y'all on Dawn Marie.
But yeah, she looked good in that referee outfit.
Oh yeah. He's not complaining about that one. So not only do we have Dawn Marie, we had Nunzio, aka Little Guido, taking on Tony D'Angelo for the North American Championship. Nunzio still got it. There's no way in hell he was winning, but he showed he could still go. Very entertaining matchup. RVD got involved in the Javon Evans and Wesley match after Wes had attacked RVD backstage. A little bit of a distraction, helping Javon Evans get the win. There are some spots where RVD looked kind of confused on what he was supposed to do. But other than that, I think it came out pretty well. Played off pretty well on TV.
Maybe a little high.
Yeah, it might have been. So a little bit. Main event, or this wasn't a main event. Tag team match with Trick Williams and Bubba Ray Dudley against Ethan Page and Ridge Holland. Trick and Bubba Ray got the win. Trick went to get the table. There were no tables under the ring. Dudley Boy's music hits. Out comes Devon with the table. And Trick and Bully put Ethan Page through the table.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
Did Rhino gore somebody?
Rhino did. Rhino gored Robert Stone. So Robert Stone was talking some shit, and then the lights went out. Rhino shows up and gores him.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was awesome. The main event was the 10-woman tag match, which Julia, Stephanie Bakir, Kalani Jordan Grace, and Zarya defeated Roxanne Perez, Cora Jade, and Fatal Influence. After the show, Cora Jade and Roxanne Perez were talking backstage, and Cora, I think Roxanne was pissed about something, and she turns around and Robert Stone's there. She's like, "What was your name again?" And he's like, "My name is Stone." And she super kicks him, and she looked at Cora. "I just kicked Stone." Go back to the old Michaels thing. "I just kicked Stan." Oh, it was pretty good. But that 10-woman tag match was pretty good. I'm basically just counting down the days until Jordan Grace is signed with WWE, because it seems inevitable at this point.
Think so?
I think so. I really do. I think Jordan Grace, and I think we'll see Joe Hendry end up in WWE as well. So why not? Let's see. That was pretty much all I had for WWE this week. AEW, two biggest things going on right now in AEW, of course, are I guess their new name is the Death Riders. That's what I guess Moxley put in a trademark thing for that, for Death Riders, which of course formerly the Blackpool Combat Club. They just continued to beat downs this week. Orange Cassidy, we're gonna get Orange Cassidy and Moxley at Full Gear. No way Orange Cassidy's winning this matchup. Just not happening, unfortunately.
Thank you. To me, though, the thing is, I think Darby Allin is their best bet. Like, if this whole like angle isn't to put the fucking title on Darby Allin, then this fucking storyline doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see, because it was Orange Cassidy and Darby Allin versus Claudio and Wheeler Yuta? I think that's the match. Yeah. Um, like I really just think that this like it's going to end up with Darby getting his rematch with Moxley or getting his match with Moxley for that title, and I think that Darby's going to be the one to take the title off of him. It's not going to be anytime soon. Well, probably sometime 2025, we're going to see Darby as AEW World Champion. I think they're going to give Moxley a pretty big title run this time around.
He had a pretty decent time last time, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. But that was like the one between Punk and MJF, where he won the title off of Punk, was it? Or he won that, like, he was the interim world champion or whatever.
Yeah.
Beat him. So.
Yeah, I was talking about like his first run. When
his first run was pretty lengthy, yeah.
Yeah.
But I can see him give him another one of those longer title runs too with this time around.
Maybe have him and Darby on exploding death match or whatever it is. So.
Yeah. It's definitely one of the more interesting things they've got going on right now in AEW with this. And the other thing is the other one they got going right now, Swerve and Lashley, or the Hurt Syndicate, which we're getting Swerve and Lashley at Full Gear. It's gonna be a great match. Like there's no way that this isn't gonna be a terrible matchup.
Yeah. I think it was a little too soon, but yeah, I think it'll be a good matchup. Ricochet joining the Hurt Syndicate, or
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think it'd be good for him if he did, because he's not a very good talker. And
I think so too.
You have like MVP as a thing, and you put him on like a tag team with like Shelton Benjamin. They could be tag champions or something, but who am I?
So this is interesting. Going on SmackDown right now, they have the acknowledgement ceremony for the Tribal Chief.
Yeah.
Roman is in the ring. Yeah, Roman is in the ring with the Bloodline, and Sammy had come out, and Roman had turned his attention to Sammy, and Roman got jumped. Then the Usos came out, and they got beat down too. And now Solo just called Sammy into the ring, and he's telling Sammy to kick Roman. So I think this is where I think Sammy's going to end up nailing Solo with this Haluva kick.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. He could turn.
He's winding up now. Yeah, he got Solo. Oh, he nailed Solo right in the face. Oh, come on, Solo. Sammy is.
Then Kevin Dunn comes out pissed, like, another motherfucker.
Jacob just hit the ring too. Got a Superman punch and a Haluva kick right out the ring. Now Tonga Loa was trying to get a Solo out the ring, but I think he's gonna get a spear. Solo gets speared.
Rollins and Kevin Owens is like, I hate you motherfuckers.
That's just crazy because, like, we talked about Crown Jewel with these two, and like it was total, like they're both going for Solo at the same time, and Solo just happened to duck out the way. So Jay throwing up the one. Jimmy gonna do it. Jimmy's throwing it up. Roman and Sammy gonna do it. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it.
The Rock music.
Sammy's got it up. And Roman. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Ooh, the crowd just went apeshit over that. That's great. They the ones, you the twos. Awesome stuff. All right. That's gonna end SmackDown this week. Yeah, so Full Gear is in a couple weeks. I think it's a couple weeks. It's towards the last 2 weekends in November. Looking for it. All right. I do have some news. Let me pull this up here. The WWID program that we talked about a couple weeks ago officially has some recruits. They announced earlier today that Jack Cartwheel, Zara Zakir, and Sean Legacy will be joining the previously revealed Zeta Steele, Bryce Donovan, and Cappuccino Jones as part of the program. Jack Cartwheel's been appeared on TV for AEW, Ring of Honor. He's also at last month's Battle of the Belts. He teamed up with John Cruz and lost to Brian Cage and Lance Archer. Zakir is the current women's champion for West Coast Pro. Also competed in Japan for Tokyo Yoshi Pro. Legacy has wrestled for Pro Wrestling Noah in Japan. He's currently training at the WXW Academy in Germany. So some pretty solid talent right there.
Yeah. One more thing to bring up, because we didn't talk about it. Raw, the Wyatt Six had a video with the kidnapped Miz, and they pull off the tape off of the Miz, and he's like, "Yeah, like you want the Hurt Syndicate, this and that," and then Uncle Howdy like, "No, we don't want the Hurt Syndicate. Like we wanted you." And
I mean the Final Testament.
I mean, yeah, what did I say? Hurt Business.
Hurt Syndicate.
I don't know what's going on today, dude. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Hurt Syndicate, Jimmy and Jay. Like, who's hurting? Who fucking cares, right?
I did.
But yeah, like, and it looked like they was about to break his neck, but I don't know if they did or not. But.
Yeah. Apparently Karrion Kross was looking high and low for the Miz, and he ended up finding him on the shelves at Target. Posted his social media. He's like, "I found the Miz. He's in Target."
That's funny.
You know, something that we did miss on SmackDown, and this has been a long time coming. Nick Aldis announced and debuted the Women's United States Championship belt. So we're finally getting some kind of mid-card title for the women's division. I don't know why it took so damn long. But, you know, it's exactly the same as the men's U.S. title. So.
Okay. And it's going to be on SmackDown?
On SmackDown.
I wonder who's going to get it. Probably Bayley.
What the heck? There we go. I don't know. That's kind of one of those things because there's a lot of great talent on the women's roster for SmackDown. So Maybe Charlotte Flair returns, and this is the first title she gets back.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I got a feeling if she does return, she's going to be on SmackDown. So.
When they said they were going to debut it?
There was nothing as far as like what they're doing with it.
I'm assuming it's probably going to be some kind of fucking tournament for Survivor Series.
Battle Royal or something.
They said just held up on it, and then, well, no, you wouldn't want to do that. I take it all back. I was going to say hold off and just have it be the winner of the Royal Rumble, but then you wouldn't want the United States champion versus the women's champion, like right off the bat. The very first fucking title defense.
Yeah. Why is this? Sasha. He doesn't need to see me scroll.
Well, no, I guess it depends too, like what pay-per-views they do between Survivor Series and, I mean, not Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and you could do like an elimination chamber or something for it.
Yeah, he just says backstage Nick Aldis unveils the new Women's United States Championship belt. Aldis says this belt will be earned and wishes the women good luck. Oh, you know what'd be a good one? Chelsea Green.
That would be really good. I doubt that, but that would be really good.
Yeah, but I'm pulling for Chelsea. I would love that. Awesome. All right.
Maybe Tiffany pushes it in. Maybe they have like a battle royal or something. Maybe they have like a battle royal or something for it. And then like after they win the battle royal, she just catches in the briefcase and takes it.
Or she just gives all this briefcase and says, I'm taking this title.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool too. But, all right, let's get over to the Elite. And Elite. Well, this is brought to you by EntertainmentEarth.com. Use the code FTCollect and save 10% on all in-stock items.
Can I take a wild guess who it's going to be?
Consider I already showed you. Oh, man. So I got, this came in the mail today, the Ultimate Edition Fan Takeover. Seth Rollins. This was the 2022 Clash at the Castle. Fan voted. The other choices on here were the 2013 Elimination Chamber and Day 1 2022. This one ended up with 50% of the fan votes. I believe I voted for this one too. 34% for Elimination Chamber, 16% for Day 1. So I just, out of all the options that they gave us, this one was by far like the coolest looking one.
Yeah, that was like, that was to me like his best look, except for maybe the black tights with the flames.
Yeah. Like in all honesty,
which I think they already got a figure for that one anyway.
Yeah. I don't know. The other choices that they had, like I don't even remember. Like I think the 2013 one was Shield. I think
Shield.
I think it was 2013. Weren't they doing the Shield in 2013, or was it like
that's probably or it might have been like his first like singles run.
That might have been too.
But what year was the whole thing with him and Triple H? That was like 2016 or something, right?
I think so. Let's see. Yeah, no, it was Shield. Shield Seth Rollins.
And then Day 1, that's like what I can't remember what he probably wore.
Yeah, this was Elimination Chamber 2013. The match was against Sheamus, Ryback, and John Cena.
They should have did the SmackDown like last Thursday night SmackDown. Have like a jacket with another jacket like underneath it. So rips it
day
off.
1 was red and black. I think.
Dude, I'm telling you what they should do.
Like a full picture.
What they should do, they should come out with a Seth Rollins and a Becky Lynch, and it comes like a wardrobe, and you get to like change like their clothes and put different like jackets and stuff on them.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm sure he gets most of his wardrobe from Becky anyway. This was like a red, black, and gold type ring attire. It kind of looked like a.
That's the one where he had like the red jacket.
Skin type pattern.
Was it like a red jacket? Yeah, I think I remember that now. It was like a red jacket.
Yeah, it wasn't like the. Like it looked cool, but this like all the options they gave us, this was by far the coolest.
Yeah, that like I said, the one you got, that's like as far as like recent Seth Rollins attires, that's probably like the best one. And then like the only other Seth Rollins attire I like better than that was like the black trunks with like the flames.
Yep. The other one I liked too was the Thanos gear that he did with the Infinity Gauntlet as his boot.
Mm-hmm.
That one's pretty cool too. All right, let's pop this up. On the floor. All right, so he's got 8 pairs of hands, or 8 hands, so 4 pairs of hands. We got some wings, we got a cloth jacket, we got a headgear, 2 heads, a standard head, premium head. And it's freaking side into the damn package. So I'm going to go into the Amazon warehouse. All right. So this is really cool. So,
yeah.
Flame on the side. It's awesome. Ultimate articulation. Really can't beat that. Headgear. Over. Helmet looks cool. I'm trying to figure out like what. I don't even remember what this is like inspired by. It's like a phoenix or something, like or a dragon. I'm assuming it's like dragon because it's Clash at the Castle. This was the one they did in the UK.
Mm-hmm. I think he's supposed to be he's a phoenix.
The Phoenix?
Like Order of the Phoenix, right? Harry Potter?
I guess so. Kind of like
that'd be my guess is he's a phoenix. So wouldn't that like he had like the little wings that were like coming out, and then he was like orange with flames. Like I think it's supposed to be a phoenix. Yeah,
that makes sense. I mean like phoenix or dragon or something, but either way,
dragons don't have feathers.
Yeah, that's true. Well, depends on the dragon.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Well, either way, it's a pretty badass figure.
Maybe he was the magic dragon. Live by the sea and frog in the other mist and a land called Harmony.
There we go. Okay.
I'm trying to remember who did he verse at Castle at the Castle. Cody?
Was it Cody? Might have to look that one up too. There we go. So everything on there. Seth, we're not popping collars, dude. Okay, there we go. I like it. This is pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like, this is something. Like, I would keep all this shit on here and put this on the shelf. I'll probably change the head to the screaming head, but that's still pretty cool. What was this match?
Well, no, he had the title at Castle. He had the title by then, right? And Cody didn't win the title, so. Oh, you know who I think it was? Matt Riddle.
Yeah, it was Matt Riddle. Yep.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, just popped up Matt Riddle.
You got Matt Riddle? You can put him in the ring yet?
Yep. I do. It's an older, like, NXT Matt Riddle. But...
Oh, don't count. Yeah. It's flip-flops. Wasn't flip-flopping like it was. Nope. Or slides. Or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. This is, like, really... This is spot on. Like, I don't see anything that's, like, missing from this at all. This is great. Fantastic job by the team Mattel on that ultimate Seth Rollins. Elite of the week. This was Amazon exclusive. This went up for pre-order. This shipping now. Like I said, I just got this today. So should be able to, if you pre-ordered it, you probably got shipping notifications already or gotten it already. But this is great. This is really cool. Awesome stuff. All right. Let's see Elite Figure of the Week. And now we get over to Carl's favorite segment. No Hope. It's brought to you by our Redbubble store. Check out redbubble.com/people/WrestleGettingPod and buy some of our stuff. Shirts, some hats, stickers, hoodies, so much more. redbubble.com/people/WrestleGettingPod. And up to 60% off site-wide going on right now. So check that out. I wonder what the shirts are on sale for. Ooh, $16.79 for a WrestleGetting t-shirt. On sale, 30% off from $23.99. Awesome stuff.
If you get a money maybe to buy it, all right. We could get a studio.
Awesome stuff there. So go check that out. All right. All right, Carl. What we got? No holds barred this week.
You think that Christmas movie, The Rock, is coming out to be any good?
Was that Red 1?
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Supposed to be like where they're supposed to be saving Santa or something.
I thought it looked. I didn't think it looked bad.
Yeah.
I like a pretty decent cast for it. So.
Yeah.
I mean, really can't beat J.K. Simmons as Santa Claus. So.
Yeah.
This is The Rock's first Christmas movie, isn't it?
I
don't think he's done.
Trying to think. I don't think he's done like a full on Christmas movie. There may be like some Christmas scenes and some of those movies, but I'm trying to think because I don't really remember like any Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think he's done a full on Christmas themed movie.
The Hawaiian Santa. There, Moana. I saw Moana 2 is coming out too.
Yeah, that trailer for that looked pretty good.
I don't know. It's one of those movies. It's like I don't know. Part 2 is necessary. Like she got in the water. You know. Now is everybody afraid of land or something like? I don't know.
Everyone's afraid of land. Yes. I think it's funny though too because they were getting Moana 2, and then they're doing a live action Moana as well.
Yeah, but I liked the first one. I liked it had a great soundtrack. Probably one of the better soundtracks of like some of the recent Disney movies.
Absolutely, a lot of catchy stuff on there too.
Yeah,
like freaking Maui. It's okay. We're dead soon.
Yeah, it was. That's pretty funny. It's like one of those movies where you don't mind watching with your kids.
Yeah, it's like Bluey.
Well, I don't know. The animated movies there for a while. They were doing really good. They had that. They had that, and they had Coco. And,
I love Coco. That's such a good movie.
What was that other? Oh, Encanto.
Very underrated.
We don't talk about Bruno. The Encanto. I think it's called Encanto.
Encanto,
we
yeah.
Don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, they had a little run there for a minute that were because I've seen Frozen, but I wasn't like that into it. They had that one song, but
it's not one of my favorites. But not like Frozen 2. First one was much better. The second one wasn't that great. So.
Yeah,
I can do a movie with like Olaf and Sven. Just give me that, and I'm good.
Me and my wife were talking about Disney movies, and where I was talking about like the sequels not being ever being any good. You had like Aladdin, Return of Jafar. I was like, but there's only one franchise where I can think of where the part 2 is better than part 1, and you know what it was?
Toy Story.
Yeah. No. My wife said the same thing because I tell my wife to guess, and she said Toy Story, and I'm like, no, dude, Toy Story 2 is not better than Toy Story 1. I went with the Rescuers, like the Rescuers Down Under.
Oh yeah, Down Under was so much better than the Rescuers.
Yeah,
I did not like the Rescuers.
I mean, I like the Rescuers.
And I didn't know the Rescuers existed until after I saw the Rescuers Down Under.
Oh, I knew they existed.
Yeah. Because I didn't see it till after I saw the Rescuers Down Under.
I got you.
It's crazy. But yeah, live action. They showed a screenshot. Showed this off today for the new Lilo and Stitch movie.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad. I think Stitch looks great. So
I'm gonna be the bad guy here and say I wasn't really a fan of the Lilo and Stitch animated movie.
Really?
Yeah, or the cartoon. Or the cartoon. I think around that age too, I was kind of getting older, and there wasn't too many like animated movies that I was like that big into.
Yeah.
Around that time.
I used to throw on Lilo and Stitch. Weird. Like I just throw that on and wrap Christmas presents. So
I got you.
it got nothing to do with Christmas, but just something in the background. So,
there's a few movies I like around Christmas that don't have nothing to do with Christmas. But one of them is like Dazed and Confused because I got it one year as a Christmas present.
Oh, nice.
Grease is another one that I like watching around Christmas time. Speaking of that, my kids and wife already put up the tree.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
We got 2 days after Halloween. We got the tree put up.
So, I just got I got a sign out front that has like a countdown till it says Santa comes in so many days.
I got you.
Funny because wife saw it at Sam's Club. She's like, "Oh my god, this thing is so cool!" And it was like on sale for like half price already.
Yeah.
But it was already sold out, and it was just a display unit. And
Yeah.
she was trying to see if she could get it. The manager on duty is like, I already told someone like 20 minutes ago that they couldn't get the display. So, like the big store manager said, yeah, just sell it. He's like, it's discontinued. We're not getting any more. So, sell it. So they put it up front and waited for my wife to check out. So she wasn't pushing it around the store in the cart in case the other shoppers were still in there. So that wanted it before. So, I look, that's cool. So it's the only Christmas decoration I've got up right now, which will probably be the only one I put up because we're not going to be here for Christmas. So there's really no point in me decorating the house if no one's going to be here for Christmas.
So, oh, yeah, going that time?
Yeah, my stepmom and my dad want us to come up for Christmas.
New York?
Yeah. Well, since we're not locked into retail schedules and stuff anymore, it's easier for me to take time off and go up there.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't like going back home.
Mm-hmm. All the memories of going through tables and all your backyard wrestling.
Never went through a table, but we did backyard wrestle. So.
Yeah, me and my friends, we used to do the same. My friend Chris, he had a triple. Like I had another friend named Chris. He had a trampoline in his backyard, and we used to wrestle on that motherfucker all the time. And we had like WWE Volume like 4 or 3 or whatever it was at the time. Like come out to songs and stuff. And then we used to do the remember like the little hardcore matches where like they had like a little timer and then like whoever was like champion by like time the timer went off. Like we would set an alarm clock and do like that match, like where like we all just fucking wrestle and like one person would be champion and like you had to try to keep the belt by the time the timer went off.
Nice. I had we were crazy. Like I threw my cousin off because the trampoline was probably like 5 feet away from his garage.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw him off the trampoline into the garage.
Yeah.
So, but
I
cut up an old Sega Genesis box and turned it into a title belt. Freaking duct tape over it and everything.
Yeah, the trampoline we played on had he had a creek going through his backyard, like going down like the middle of his backyard. Yeah, so we had like the creek is like, yo, you get drop kick off the fucking trampoline and land over in the creek.
Oh, it was so much fun. I used to one of my moves, I would power bomb them. Mm-hmm. Like I'd do a power bomb, and as they bounce back up, I'd elbow drop them as they were going down.
Okay.
That was so much fun. Oh, the good old days. Used to get yelled at all the time by my dad and my stepmom for wrestling on the trampoline.
Yeah.
I was like, then what the hell do we get a trampoline for if I can't wrestle on it?
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't fucking break our necks like trying to do swanton bombs and stuff. So like,
then the game changer, like by the time I got a little older, they had like the freaking netting around the trampolines then, like the safety cages.
No,
I was like, oh my god, cage match. I was like, why is this coming out now? Where was this 5 years ago?
Yeah. Now, me and my brother and sister, we did have a cage match. We were teenagers by then, but we were like, wrestling. But we they had like those like dog kettles type thing, like the old cage. Yeah, we did like old cage matches in that.
That's awesome. Oh man. Whew, excuse me.
And then we used to freak some of our little cousins and stuff out with like a bacon sheet, like hitting each other over the head with like a bacon sheet. Like that. Like, so real good.
There was for probably the first 10 years of my life, we lived in a trailer park up in New York. It was like towards the PA border. There was like a wooded area out towards like this creek, and a bunch of the older kids at the time built a ring, straight up wrestling ring in that wooded area. Had like some old mattresses that were thrown down there. They've had like a tarp over it, over the mattresses, and they put ring posts in. Like they straight up got some like freaking like tree trunks or something and smashed them into the ground, drilled holes in them, and put turnbuckles on there, and actually had freaking rope on there. So made their own damn wrestling ring. Oh, discovered it, and then a couple weeks later, it got tore down. I don't know if I think the management found out about it and got rid of it.
Yeah, they probably didn't want no people getting hurt on their property.
Yeah, like you suck. I think it was like 5 or 6 at the time, maybe 7. When we found that, I was like, "Oh, this is so cool! Like, who's doing this? We want to watch." A lot of fun stuff as a kid.
Yeah. Back in the old days.
It's the episode of
we could wrestle your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuffed animal. Fucking elbow drop. Macho Man, bitch.
My big
I surprised I didn't break my elbow. I used to have a Ninja Turtle pillow I used to wrestle all the time. And a teddy bear at my grandparents' house. But I remember like I used to always like get on my bed or get on the couch and then fucking do an elbow drop like I was fucking Macho Man. Man.
The best thing that I had, and it was probably the worst gift I ever got for this specific reason, was the Big Boss Man wrestling buddy. Because all of a sudden you'd hear thud. Like, what was that? Those me jumping off the bed doing a superfly splash on Big Boss Man.
Yeah.
Oh man, awesome stuff. And I got a Jeff Hardy sitting down here that my wife and kids found at one of the thrift stores for like $5.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was they only did, it was a ringside exclusive. Stop knocking everything down. They did Matt and Jeff, and they're the only ones they did in like these old school, like the old school wrestling buddy design.
Mm-hmm.
So it even got like the towel.
Yeah.
Well, this is the only one that they had in the like little plushie bin. Because my wife like dug through that entire bin, like the 2 bins that they had, looking for any more. I was like, oh shit, like $5. Jeff Hardy Wrestling Buddy. The thing probably sells for 100 or more on eBay. I haven't really looked into it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's pretty cool.
it's pretty cool.
I'm just chilling down here on my couch. Awesome stuff. Da-da-da-da. I don't think there's anything movie wise coming out this weekend.
I know that Wicked. I don't know when it's coming out. I know that Wicked movie is.
Yeah, I know Wicked is.
Which I don't know. I almost went to an off-Broadway production of it, but I never seen the Broadway production of it.
I have not. My sister-in-law, my wife's sister, loves Wicked. It did come out actually. I think it came out this weekend.
Oh, okay.
New Venom's out.
I heard bad reviews about the new Venom movie. I don't know.
They've all gotten bad reviews.
Yeah.
I was skeptical of the first one, then I watched it and like it wasn't bad. Oh man, Tony Todd passed away.
When? Today?
This was posted today, actually. Oh man, that sucks.
Let's say what it was.
Does not cause of death was not disclosed.
She better not said like
Wednesday at
Superman 5 times in the mirror.
Yeah, he was just here.
That might have been too soon.
Yeah, I think he was just here for Carolina Fear Fest. I think this past May. So it was either Fear Fest or GalaxyCon he was just here for.
Yeah, I mean, he was Candyman.
Yeah.
And then he was like he was in the Final Destination movies too. Like, I think he worked at like a morgue or something, right?
Yeah, I think so. I know he was in the. Was he in all of them or is he just in the first one? He was in The Crow. Candyman. Oh, he's the voice of Zoom on the Flash series. I thought that was him.
I want to say, didn't he have like a recurring role in like fucking like Law and Order or something, or like a cop show?
Probably. He was on the Scream TV series. He's in Final Destination 5. Transformers, Batman. Without a Trace.
I say Law and Order like everybody in their mama would know. Like
CSI Miami.
CSI Miami, that's it.
He had he was one episode of that. Angel.
My mom and dad used to watch a lot of cop shows, and I remember one time like, oh, there's fucking Candyman.
Yeah, he's one episode of Law and Order, 3 episodes of Homicide: Life on the Streets. Of course, Candyman and the sequel to Candyman. A lot of stuff.
Was there 2 or 3?
There was there was 2. Then they did a remake. I think he was in that one too, if I remember correctly. Yes, he was in that one as well in 2021. Honestly, like, you cannot make a Candyman movie without Tony Todd. But he is not listed. That's podcast. Hold on. All cast.
Candyman.
Oh,
He was
shit.
in Lean on Me too, right?
Which one?
He was in Lean on Me, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Lean on Me.
There's so many movies. Tony Todd is a great actor. He's got one of those voices too. 'Cause he was did the voice of Venom in one of the Spider-Man games. Darkseid and the Reign of Superman movie. Just a great actor all around. So, really sucks. Thoughts and prayers go out to family and friends of Tony Todd. Teaser trailer for the new season of Stranger Things is online now. Check that out.
You said Stranger Things?
Stranger Things, the final season.
I never made it past the second season.
I don't think I started the second season. Xavier,
I think I made it like halfway. I made it like halfway through the second season, and I'm like, this is starting to get kind of stupid.
Xavier was watching it when he was home from school the other day. So my wife calls to check on him, see what he's doing. He's like, "Oh, I'm watching Stranger Things." So what are you watching Stranger Things for? So I don't know. So, okay. So we got to episode 4, and she'll turn it off because she wanted to rewatch it too.
Yeah, I didn't start watching it till there was like some videos I used to watch that would do like a countdown. And when they got to 11, they would always go 11, and then like show a picture of the old girl. And then I'm like, I gotta get this pop culture reference or whatever. So I watched it, and like I said, the first season was pretty good. And then like halfway through the second season, it kind of, I don't know, this kind of got stupid. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of like getting stupid.
Yeah,
but I do realize a lot of people love it. When I wear my hair slicked back in a ponytail, people say I look like the sheriff guy. I get that a lot. Cause I got the receding hairline that kind of recedes back.
Oh, awesome stuff. All right. Well, I did not take the time to look up anything local. I really don't think there's anything going on, honestly.
Except for TNA coming to Fayetteville.
Oh yeah, TNA is in Fayetteville this weekend. I was actually down there today. Like, I was on my way back home. I was like, oh shit, TNA's in Fayetteville tomorrow. So I should have figured out what the venue was and
I think I had 2. I think it might be 2 nights. I think they're doing like 2 tapings.
Yeah.
Because you get tickets to both.
Yeah, because there's not like there's more stuff in December for some reason. I don't like a lot of these shows. A lot of the local shows are promoting stuff for December.
WWE announced a bunch of European dates on the road to WrestleMania.
Oh, nice.
Wonder if Netflix had anything to do with that. Like, hey, can you get one of those European crowds on Monday?
Yes, sir. Deadlock Pro Wrestling. Oh, they got a show November 12th, actually. Nope, that was last year. My bad. Never mind.
Wrong November.
Wrong November. November 17th in New Jersey. Jersey. Yeah, nothing.
I wonder if Big Time Wrestling's still a thing. They ain't came through in a while.
They haven't, but I've seen them do advertising shows in the Northeast.
Okay. Maybe that one guy ran them all that we met at the Ricky the Dragon Steamboat last match or whatever.
The guy, the FWE guy.
Yeah.
What we got? September 20th. This is in Worcester, Mass. Yeah, September. Yeah, that's the last thing they posted.
Yeah. This would be cool to see some legends come through.
That looked like a pretty good show. They had Matt Riddle versus Elias. Sting making an appearance. Tommy Dreamer versus Channing Thomas.
This is a preacher on TikTok now.
Yeah. Hacksaw making an appearance. The Godfather, James Ellsworth. Callisto. That was all on the September 20th show in Worcester. And they're pumping that show up pretty good. And then the previous one was in May. That one had Kurt Angle, Matt Riddle, Lindsay Dorado, Facade, the Neon Ninja, Patriot.
Oh, the Patriot. Okay, is it like the Patriot, like the dude in the mask?
Yep,
that comes out the Kurt Angle's thing.
Yeah, Devon Dudley. Yeah, not really much going on there. So. I think with WrestleCade coming up this month, there's probably not going to be a lot of local stuff running.
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing that Big Time Wrestling's not really doing as much as they were.
Yeah, they at least we're coming through like once a year, like either Durham or Raleigh.
Yeah, because that was the last. Yeah, their last show was the Steamboat one, at least down through here. So, yeah. It's like they're just sticking to like northern stuff because everything that all they've got for promotions on the website is all like Albany, New York, Wisconsin, like really Wisconsin, like come on.
Wisconsin.
Majority of these shows all have Bret Hart on here, and then the one in Raleigh with Steamboat and FTR.
Yeah. Maybe Bret Hart don't like the South.
I don't think I've ever any of their shows they've had like always like the northern shows have had Bret Hart on there. And it's like, oh sweet, maybe they'll bring Bret Hart to one of these shows. Nope, not happening.
You don't want to get close to Bill Goldberg.
Yeah. Not Goldberg, Bill Goldberg. Oh, awesome stuff. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us for this week. We appreciate you all. Out. Of course, make sure you stick with us on all our social media outlets. Just search for WrestleGeddon Pod. Will show up on anything. If you're watching on Facebook, make sure you like and subscribe and follow the Facebook channel. Same thing if you're watching on YouTube. Like and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that little bell down there in the bottom to be alerted when our videos post or go live, all that good stuff. So thanks for checking us out, spending your Friday night with us. I, of course, am Chris the Heat Matthews. He's the Tennessee Jesus Carl Crossland, and this was episode 259 of your WrestleGeddon podcast. We'll chat with you all next week. Later.